yo, 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 hey, yo, yo, yo. Hold that note. Hold that. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Got run more, bitch. Got run more. Got run more.
Got run more. Got run more.
Got run more.
What's up, baby?
Welcome back. We back in the building.
Yes, we are. You look beautiful.
Thank you, friends.
You know what I'm excited about?
That I can do my own makeup.
Yes.
A little bit. So I can.
It's not a little bit. You look beautiful.
Well, I'm very excited about it, but I haven't learned highlighting and contouring and blush and all that. All I know how to do is just do the cover, and then here's my secret.
Okay, tell your secret.
If we, because we be honest, we real transparent.
All of that.
If I'm gonna be honest, I just keep my lashes on from the last time I got my makeup done, and because I don't know how to put on lashes, so I just wash my face all around from where the makeup, just wash everything, and I keep my lashes on, and then I apply everything else.
You know what I don't have the time to do it.
Let's do this real quick. Welcome back, y'all, to another week of Friends Who Smash podcast.
That one.
We are very excited that y'all are here joining us.
Yes.
Shout out to Vic and Tinslin for opening their doors for us.
Busy Studio.
We love y'all so much. Thank you so much for just providing us space to be here, to love on each other, to help the community heal, to help the community grow, to give insight on relationships and all of those things that we do here, and we do it so well. So shout out to Spizzy. They have two locations, one in Brandywine and one in Temple Hills. Make sure you follow them on Instagram at @DrinkSpizzy.
And shout out to KTG Works, my man Keon with the production, man. So
Keon
excited to have him on the
is going to be a constant. Y'all, we know we talked about him in the last episode, but Keon is going to be a constant here.
Keon will help us stay consistent. Black
is relieved, but Black and I both are relieved because we have been, doing this thing for 5 years.
It's been a minute.
Recording our podcast in our homes.
50-some episodes.
Yeah.
Or 40-some episodes.
We're leveling up. We out here. You know what I'm saying? So we got to do something different. We got to know what our sweet spot is and what is not. So you're great at doing these things, it's a stretch for you. And so you should just come here and be talent.
Yeah, I just want to be talent.
Yeah, so now what were you about to say?
I was about to say
you remembered. I hope that you would forgot.
Oh,
what is it?
Yeah, because you was trying to trip me up. That's what she was doing.
So go ahead.
No. I really want to, how I want to learn how to do hairs for Royal?
You're not going to do my makeup. I know that's what you was about to say.
I want to learn how to do makeup so I can do your makeup.
No.
Why won't you why if I was committed to it? Why would you wait until
now to try to learn to do my makeup, though?
I mean, you don't have to wear it out. You know what I'm saying? We can just work you know what I'm saying? You let Royal mess up your face. And you let me mess up your face in other ways. Yeah, you let me mess up your face in other ways. Why can't I mess it up there?
Because that's fun.
I paint your face all the time.
No, I swallow it. But that's a whole nother thing. But anyway, today is such a great day. We are so excited. We love having new guests in the building. So we are. Listen, y'all, we're about to have a fun time. Y'all know we are going to have some healing happening. It's going to be some comedic relief happening. It's just going to be a really good time. And y'all going to gain some knowledge at listening to Friends Who Smash podcast.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
so let's introduce our guest. So let me just tell y'all. Y'all know I always got a backstory of how I know the guest.
You always got a backstory.
So, okay, let's start with Brooke.
Yes.
Brooke, do you want to go by Brooke? What do you want to go back on the pop? What do you want to go back?
Brooke is it.
Okay.
It's Brooke.
Brooke. Okay, so listen, y'all. So Brooke is here. I'll let her tell y'all who she is and what she does. But let me tell y'all how I know Brooke, because it's always important to me. Brooke is cousins with one of my longtime friends, Dave. And
what up, Dave?
I love famous Dave.
Davey, baby.
I love Dave so much. Black knows how much I love Dave. I love Crystal. And I love their mom because their mom was best friends with Aunt Gina.
Yes.
How crazy is that?
That's
so y'all
crazy.
know my Aunt Gina was my favorite aunt who passed. And Dave's and Crystal's mom was best friends with her. Dave used to tell me all the time that I remind him so much of his cousin. And I never met her. I first saw you, it's so crazy because I first saw you and we had just like a single little back and forth at Momchella.
Yeah. Hold up, back and like
not like bad, but like she was like, hey, we both had blonde twists in our hair. We did. We both had on like the same colors. It was so wild. She was like, hey, twin. And I'm like, hey. I didn't know who she was, but I'm like, oh my God, I like her. And then I found out she was the bartender at Momchella this past last summer at Ash's thing. And so we still didn't talk. I still didn't know that this was Dave's cousin. And then we saw each other again, and then we actually talked, I think, at
the
Wine and Dine. And we had a conversation, and we had a great time.
Yes.
And so I met her, and I was like, oh, my God, she has to be on the podcast. Like, you have to. And now we're going to do an event together. Okay. She's going to be a part of the Dear Self Brunch, the experience.
Oh, that's going to be dope. That's going to be dope.
So she's going to be a part of that. So that's a whole nother thing. We'll tell y'all about that. But, Brooke, let everybody know who you are.
Before you talk, can you bring your mic like closer to you? Okay. Yeah, just you can pull it up too. Yeah, there you go.
Like there you go. Yeah, there
make
you
like
it's
there
a.
we go.
Hey, you know what?
I knew she gonna get you every time.
As long as you can hear me and hear me clear. All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Brooke. Good Look Brooke is what they call me. Just like Beyonce got Sasha, that is me. I am a multipreneur. When I say anything coming down to entrepreneurship, that is me. The hustle is real. I have a company called Fortitude. What we have is juices. We have a clothing line, and I started this business for my daughter who was in a car accident 10 years ago today, and who survived. So I am super grateful and thankful for her. So I teach people how to really be able to get through tragedies and live after tragedies. Outside of that, anything with the event lifestyle, that's me. I'm hosting, I'm bartending, catering. I am your one-stop shop. So it's me, Good Look Brooke. And when you see me, it's good. It's energy and experience.
Yeah.
Shout out to Good Look Brooke.
Shout out to Good Look Brooke.
She know how to introduce herself.
She do. She like, I got this.
Now, so we putting some pressure on you because you do this for a living. So yeah, you got to. Let's see.
I am so excited. You know what? You know what I've realized about me?
What?
Is that when you are a person that can cultivate a relationship with someone, whether it be one time or two times, and then you see what that person can do, and then when you know that you need that person and their talent and their skill, and you could they're a phone call or a message away, and you could call them and be like, look, I need you in the next hour, and they'll be there.
And they'll do that.
That's a gift of mine. And I'm so grateful that I am 100% myself and authentic and genuine, so people see that. So they show up when I call them because they know it ain't no bullshit, and they know that I'm going to benefit from this too. So I say that to say I asked Prince yesterday to be here. And he is here.
Yes,
and I am so grateful. Prince, let the people know who you are.
Now, if that ain't how you get introduced, that's how you get introduced.
The mic.
So I'm just a little Southside kid. Go by the name of Media Prince, 15-time award-winning journalist.
Okay.
Have my own site called themediaprince.com, and it's dedicated to showcasing art of all facets, and we know art can be anything.
Yeah.
And I think what helped with my, cultivation here was putting on dope talent like you guys, because we are the anchors of why the art culture is so lit here.
Yeah. What I love about the podcast is that we get to showcase people in our area that can do any and everything.
Yes.
The creativeness in our city, in the DMV, is insurmountable.
Yeah. Hidden gems.
I mean, it's a hidden gem, and people know about the DMV, but they don't really know unless they come here.
Yeah, they scratch the surface. They know top level.
They know high level.
And when I say high level, like, I'm just talking about the more noticeable, the more glitz and glamour. I'm not talking about high level as far as quality.
Right.
I'm talking about just that, because it's just a rack of quality, a rack of good people in the DMV that are doing amazing things.
We just don't champion the champions like we're supposed to.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Black and I talk about it all the time.
Yeah, I think there's levels. I think that I think that this mid-level does, though. You know what I'm saying? And when I say mid, once again, I'm not talking about the quality. I'm talking about just, how can I say this?
Just say it, baby.
I'm trying my best. Like, you know, all of us are in the same circles, right? But if someone was to come here and say, you know, well, what's the circle that's really doing it? You know, you'll get introduced to a circle that is more superficial. You know what I'm saying? That just has the money and has the look. Yeah, but you don't. You don't,
underdog.
Yeah, you don't get this community.
Yeah.
But in this community, like, we champion each other. I think we do. You know, I think that we give each other their roses. We may not do it enough.
Yeah.
But I definitely think we do it.
What I will say is that, you know, I'm going to be honest, like, even with, you know, starting the show, Prince has shown us a lot of love, you know, regardless if we were the besties of the show or the main cast. He's shown us the same amount of love that he's shown the main cast people.
We got to champion the champions.
Yeah.
People forget the bigger picture of it all.
Yeah.
If you got the look, if they like y'all, then they gonna want to find a whole rack of y'all here.
Yeah.
So let's champion the ones that got the look.
Yeah.
And let them continue to bring the look here.
Yeah.
And
Look
then
and energy.
get it.
Yeah.
And then you work and get into position. Because when they get here,
You're going to be
ready to go.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
It's
Yeah.
called recycling.
Yeah.
You have to recycle everything.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing about it is, what I love about this area is that we are so dope. So Black and I put on, and you'll see this later on the show, we put on a community day, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
We did it in a day.
Yeah, or
we
two.
put that 2 days tops. We put it together in 2 days. Tony Lewis Jr., oh God, I'm gonna get emotional. Everybody here knows who Tony Lewis Jr. is.
Everybody here and beyond.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everybody knows how he has been advocating for his father to get out of jail for over
Forever.
35 years.
Forever.
Right? His entire life. Black and I put on this community day event. Tony Lewis got out a day before we put on the event.
It was a few hours before. It wasn't a complete
Listen, the
You
day
got
we
a
did
point.
the community day, Tony Lewis Jr. brought his father to our community day event to speak to the children. And he brought him to one of the key places now in DC, and that's Black and Forth, owned by one of my good girlfriends, Angel of the Spice Suite, Angel Gregorio of the Spice Suite.
Yeah.
And that is high level.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about the names, I'm talking about the impact. So what we don't really talk about is the impact that the people make in this area.
Yeah.
The impact is what's really, really important, because if you make no impact, then you serve no purpose. In that
was dope.
whatever you did,
Yep.
right?
That's
Whatever you
another
did.
t-shirt.
Another
is-
T-shirt. I'm telling you, we got three.
When I
The
tell
three,
you,
we've been
when I tell
no
you
impact,
the
no
amount,
purpose.
when I tell you the amount of
Go ahead, put it
shit,
in your notes. Put it in your notes.
Nah, trust me, I'm hearing all this. No
Listen,
impact, no
don't you
purpose.
give me another thing to do.
No impact, no purpose.
yes. And
Yes.
so the reason why I have both of you all here is because I knew, one, everybody knows this show is called Friends Who Smash Podcast, right? So when you think about Friends Who Smash, or you even hear Friends Who Smash Podcast, you think about people like me. I would think immediately it's about sex. But Black and I, yes, it's a lot about sex. A lot about sex.
I like sex.
But we also talk about what I told Black in season 3. This is our season 3. I told him in season 3, I want us to go into another direction. Yes, we talk about, we've had mainly married couples on here.
Okay.
We've had mainly people who were single. So normally our makeup is we'll have a married couple here, or we'll have a single man and a single woman here, right? And so we'll talk about dating, relationships, and all that other type of stuff. But Friends Who Smash is about smashing your goals, smashing your visions, smashing your creativity, smashing all the things that you are made up of, not just sex. So we don't really have to even talk about sex or love and relationships all the time, because we smashing everything.
Yeah.
And so that's why I wanted y'all here, because I know, Prince, that you do a lot for the community. So I wanted you to kind of like expound on what you've done and how it has impacted our community.
Ooh.
You go.
Honestly, the first key point is just spotlighting the greatness in this area. I feel like that's the biggest impact there is with my growth and with my progression. When you see me, you see DMV in its fullest. Like it's a lot of greatness that comes from here. So I try to instill that in everything I do, as well as giving a voice to artists that are sometimes not seen, that should be seen and should be heard, versus the trash they throw down our throats. Yeah. And so I felt the responsibility, though, if I was going to create a platform, it was going to serve a purpose to really allow people that are doing great things to be seen. Now, don't think just because you recorded a song in your grandmother's basement that should get on the media prints. But I cherish quality, persistence, consistency, and just hard work ethic. And for that, that's an art. Let's showcase it.
Let me ask you a question. What made you do it? Like, what was the aha moment or the wake up moment where it was like, yeah? Because they say you're born twice. Mm-hmm. One is when you're born on your birthday, and the other is when you find your purpose. Okay. So, how did you? How was your second birth?
It goes way back, probably 2010, college. I went to Radio 101 class, and I was going to school to be a lawyer. Got to school and got in peg Latin class and realized lawyering was not giving what it's supposed to give.
Lawyering. I can't even say it.
Lawyering.
So and freshman year, you're just free to just still try stuff just to see. Yeah. So they were like, take a communications class. They was like, Radio 101 is open. That's it. Mm-hmm. Professor Howard, man, it was just like a thrill. He started just talking about like the everyday life, the editing portion, the concerts, the red carpets. I'm like, this is what it is. I think that's when the spark really woke up.
The fire was inside of you.
This is where it's at. Yeah. This is where it's at. But honestly, it is crazy. As I've gotten older, I've had those feelings before, just didn't know that they were happening because I was so young, like processing. But I've been doing TV and radio since I was in elementary school.
Wow. So you didn't know what it was.
Yes.
I just knew I was really excited for today. Like, this is not really knowing. Now I'm older.
King's Dominion, like the day you was going to King's Dominion.
So now it matches, because when I get into like these zones, I feel like that kid. Yeah.
Like, and you know what it is. You can identify it.
Yeah.
That's tight.
I love that. Before I go to Brooke, I have another question for you. Actually, two questions. I'll ask you one, then I'll go to Brooke. How do you pick and choose where you'll show up at? Will you bring your purpose to? Like, how do you, like, so say you have an event over here, right? Mm-hmm. And this event is sponsored by one of the local radio stations, right? And then you have an event over here that may be sponsored by one of your homies, and you know it's gonna make a great impact. Mm-hmm. But this one over here will also make a great impact. How do you decide where you're gonna show up and how you're gonna show up?
That's easy, because that's crazy you ask that, because that happens a lot. I go to both.
For real?
I just set up time, because the idea is,
that's what you was thinking too.
And this is what I prided myself on. If I knew I was going to have to compete with TV and radio here, what way can I really compete? And that's really being out here in the culture. Yeah. Like, I knew when I was becoming an independent media here, I was going to have to fight against, because, DMV is either TV or radio.
Exactly.
So I also learned that they don't know these people beyond the mics, the TV screens. Yeah. So they not showing up at the event. They not showing. It's about, if I'm really going to say I'm media prints and really know what's happening here, I got to know it from all scopes. Yeah. Now, I might make the most networking event, the last event, one, so I can really like. But because
you know it's free,
so you can really drink.
Get you a little turn up in there.
I didn't know if I could just say it, but just I said it. That's exactly what it is. Sit something. Why not? Don't threaten me with a good time. And so, But I always make sure I show up because I was there too. I was the underdog media that somebody gave me a chance.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
you gotta, keep it going.
I got one question before we go to Brooke.
Brooke, okay.
Has anybody in the DMV ever seen you without your hat?
That was my second question. We gotta talk about our questions. I'm gonna ask you the same
There it
thing.
is. I got it out first.
They've seen me once on my birthday shoot last year.
Okay.
I took it off twice on the second season of What's Going On in DC. And if you follow me in my stories, you'll see me every now, like a lot without it on. Like when you just, like my story is Langston. That's my real name. So that's where you get to just see friends, family, chill, hat off. But when Media Prince step out the building,
It's always a hat. It's always a hat.
But it became a look of its own. I didn't plan it. It was just like something like when you create a look and you're learned by that look.
Just
You gotta rock with it.
Because when I opened the door, I said, "Oh, I see the hat, so I know that's Prince."
It's probably somebody who probably wouldn't even recognize you if
Without
you
the
ain't had
hat
it
or
on.
the glasses.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's a good time too.
Yeah. We gotta get into that good time, Brooke.
Speaking of good times.
Exactly. That was a great transition. Brooke, you do a lot. How do you juggle all that you do with all that you are? Because I don't know. I mean, if people follow you, they know who you are. But you have, your personal life is so fully loaded.
Yes.
How do you show up?
Listen, sometimes I don't even know. I feel like I'm cloned at times. Because just like the question you asked Prince, what do you do? Show up. Like, what is your greatest thing? It's a show up. And the reason why I say that is a lot of people in a situation that I'm in, we don't have supporters. We don't have people that's going to show up for us. So when you said, how do you determine? I'm going to 3 and 4 events, and they trying to figure out how. But I'm not going to forget about my priorities and the things that I have to take care of. The scariest part is I lose me sometimes. So not sometimes, all the time. I would choose my kids. I would choose my business. I would choose everything before myself. So there's not so much self-care. But now I'm telling people I'm ready for my soft life. So this soft life means that, meditation, working out, getting it all together, because I still need Brooke back, the beast that's already here. I need to assure that my energy is where it's at, because I noticed my son at 6 when he come home and football practice, I'm like, do you gotta eat today? Like, it's too much. Like, did you eat yesterday? Damn. Just ate this morning. What the hell?
I did not know that every day. Damn.
So, and then when I want to adult, y'all, I adult. Like, it's not a game. So when I wake up the next day, it's like, I'm over 35 now. Shit. So, I don't know how I do it a lot. I just know I have to.
Yeah.
So with knowing that I have to, I push through. And that's the fortitude in me.
So let me just tell y'all this. When I asked Brooke to be here today, she was like, damn, sis, I got 2 events in the morning. I got an event at night. I said, well, where's your event at night? And the reason I asked her that, right, and it wasn't me being selfish because I wanted her here. It was me saying, if it were me, I would be trying to figure out how far are these events so I'll know if I can make it on time.
Yeah.
So I said, where's your last event? And so she sent me the flyer. I said, all right, bet. This is what time you need to be at the podcast. And she was like, all right, I'm going to make it. She has already done 3 things today. And she still has to do another thing tonight. And so we are just built different.
We are.
The dog in us is that when I tell you the dog in us is so vicious. The dog in us will jump the highest fence with a broken leg. Like, I'm gonna get over the fence, right? But we also have to realize that if we don't take care of that leg, we ain't gonna be able to jump over another fence.
That's why this soft life
how
coming.
So how do we navigate?
Learning how to say
that
fucking
dog
no.
in us? And, because here's the thing that I realized too about this area. The opportunities come, and if you miss them, they are so few and far in between.
Yeah. You know,
So it's like, how do I say no if I know this opportunity gonna be dope as shit?
Come on, girl.
But I'm so tired.
I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted. I'm just gonna cry right now. I'm just gonna show up with tears.
All that shit.
How do we find a common ground, not balance, because I hate balance. How do we find a common ground? Like, all right, maybe do we say yes and just go to sleep later, or we get a nurse to fix that broken leg? How do we navigate that? Because I know there's a lot of people in this area. Like, how do we navigate? Do we have, like you said, go to both? But what if you can't?
Listen, I went to a seminar with Tracy Lynn, and I would never forget what she told us.
What she say?
She said, don't miss your moment. And so when I heard that, I was like, but I'm tired. I keep going every time. You know, you get exhausted, but you gotta push through. But saying no is what we're gonna have to start doing. We're gonna have to start saying no, because we are already relevant. We're already established. People know who we are. They know what's up. So if the opportunity was there, it's going to be there. And when you lose one, you'll get 10 more. And that's been my life. When I thought I lost a great opportunity, y'all don't even know the half of all the inquiries that I get. And can you come? Can you do it? And if it doesn't align with my life, and I'm like, damn, I don't even have a credential for this. Let me hurry up and I don't got credentials just so that I can be able to say, yes, I can do it. And they still don't use me. And now I'm stuck. But then I got in the door to another event, another convention, another podcast. We just gonna have to learn to say no.
Yeah.
I can feel you over here. I feel something from you over here.
I
So
do.
Go ahead. I can feel it. I feel it.
Because
it's heavy over here.
When you said something that you'll never forget is when Tracy Lynn said, don't miss your moment. And moments are so many things.
Yeah.
You know, like, moment doesn't necessarily mean don't miss your opportunity.
Absolutely.
Moment also means don't miss that time you got a chance to lay your ass
Rest.
down. Yeah, don't you know, miss that vacation that you could have took. You know what I'm saying? Or that spa day, or
I agree.
all of that type of stuff. So when you said that, you know, I think that a lot of people who, you know, adopt that hustler mindset or that go-getter mindset would have took moment as opportunity. But I'm telling you, moment
at the time I did.
Yeah.
Now I look at the way you're saying it, because when my mom is home, it's like, oh, you got the kids? I don't take that opportunity to rest. I take that opportunity to adult, and then I'm extra tired because the kids are back tomorrow.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah. When Royal go, don't miss your moment.
Don't miss your moment,
Hey, baby,
Jesus.
bring the pillow.
Baby, let's
Bring
sleep
the
on the
pillow.
couch.
Yeah,
We
bring the
sleeping on the
pillows
couch
down.
tonight.
Bring the
We sleeping
covers.
on the couch.
Hey, baby, go
We
get
fucking on the
comfortable.
couch.
Go get
We
comfortable.
staying downstairs.
We not gonna miss
going
this
up-
moment.
We are enjoying the house.
Yeah, enjoying the house.
Yes.
I love getting to the bottom of things. You know, that's one of the things that people know me for is getting to the bottom of things. So in that, how do you find time, personal time, to have companionship, whatever that looks like? How do you find time to do that?
Or do you?
Jinx, you owe me a bottle of Sauvignon
I
Blanc.
got you. You already got a bottle.
Another one. That one's open. One that's not open. Go through the drive-through.
I feel like you can find some time, especially because it's imperative for you to have a companion or someone frenzy. It's important.
Hold on.
He wants to know that word.
Yeah. What did we say? It's important for you to have. What you said? What does the frenzy mean?
Friday night.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get
a
it.
good time.
Okay.
It's important.
Boom.
Adulting.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's important to pumps in a bump.
I got you. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots.
All that shit.
All
All
that.
that shit, you know.
And don't let it be a good Saturday, because
Makes the world go round.
tell your friends to get with my friends.
So we can be friends.
We can do this shit every weekend. So, yeah, you definitely just have to find some time. And when look, I fall real quick. A good 30 minutes of hookah and a good conversation is like, so we together? I mean, you like me, I like you. Why are we taking this long?
But
It's been 30 minutes.
hey,
The whole 30?
but it also depends on your industry too. Like you guys are also rare, where you could do business together in the same field. Whereas we're learning a lot of relationships. If you're in two different places or doing two different entities,
That's good, Prince.
it could be definitely hard, especially if you don't care for their field.
Yeah.
Then that can create something too.
I was
So
gonna
it's-
ask
Yeah,
that
like
too.
you definitely couldn't have like a relationship with a librarian. Considering what you, it's just not
Unless
gonna
you're
work.
reading them good exotic books, got me all over the place.
Unless she read magazines.
I was gonna say that too. You know, people always say that Black and I are very rare. You know, Black and I both have had 9 to 5s. I haven't had a 9 to 5 since 2012. I've been an entrepreneur since 2012, and a lot of that is because of Black. You know, when we have our own separate things, but now, you know, when we got together, we was like, yo, we are super fucking dope. We got to do stuff together. And so we have things together, but when things together aren't looking good financially, Black is the one that be like, look, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get a 9 to 5 so we can get back to where we need to get to. Because I told him when we got together, I never want to have a 9 to 5 again in my life. That's because it caused me when I had a 9 to 5, that is when I tried to commit suicide twice.
Damn.
Wow.
When I'm telling you, being put in that type of box really deteriorates me.
Depression is real.
It's really bad, and he knows this. And so whenever it got really it got a little tricky for us financially, Black is always the one, oh God, I'm getting emotional. He's always been the one to say, you know what? One of us got to work.
Yep.
I'm going to go out and do it. Right? And he's always held us down in that way, and I love you so much for that. I am so grateful.
See, this is why these friends keep smashing.
Yes.
I don't think we've ever really talked about this ever. We've never really talked about this, and just in this moment, you know, God is so good, and I'm so grateful for the way that He covers us and He gives us messages. And I think right now in this moment is a moment for me to really express my gratitude to you for that, because I don't think that I've ever done it. I just always say thank you for doing this, and we just had this conversation like in our last confessional about you, you know, always having a 9 to 5, and I'm so grateful to you for holding us down. That's why I could never ever say that you don't do enough at home, because you've always done enough. Even if I do feel frustrated or I do feel resentment because I'm doing everything in the house, I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for you for being a man and stepping up and doing what you love to do, which is take care of your family. And so I'm grateful. I thank you so much for that. So I'm saying all that to say, Black and I have...
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby.
And next time, if you want to, you can just...
Bop you off.
Or sell weed.
I'm not doing that either. I'm not doing that. I ain't going to jail no more.
It's a good. It's lucrative.
I'll be a customer.
I'm not going to jail no more. Let me tell you, I am not a good drug dealer. I'm letting y'all know this right now. That is not my sweet spot. I will go to jail. You hear me?
But thank you for that, though.
But no,
I
so
really appreciate
Black and I, you're welcome, baby. Black and I are able to coexist in one space, doing whatever it is that we love. Doing whatever it is that we love, whether we're in the same industry or not, because at some point, our worlds or our vision will collide because we're that connected. And I think people that try to get into relationships with people in different industries don't realize that there is an emotional and a spiritual tie that you have to break down or even not even break down, but that you have to accept, like, oh, you know what? I accept that. That's dope. I can rock with that. I can deal with that. People only see the exterior and they like, oh, you dope, or you got some good dick, or you got some good coochie, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's the thing that drives them, but they don't realize that the impact that you make professionally is a lot of who you are personally.
Yeah.
Facts.
And so if that is interrupted, or if that is disrupted, or that is questioned, then there's a break in the vision. There's a break in the purpose, right? And then the impact isn't so heavy.
Facts.
And so people aren't really ready for those type of conversations when you're dating somebody in the industry.
Yeah.
You know, they don't realize that it's really that fucking deep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Prince, like, if you dating somebody and you like, yo, they like, well, you know, it's my birthday, but you start dating them, right? And they like, it's my birthday, but you already booked for a major fucking gig.
Yeah.
On their birthday, right? And they not trying to go out to this gig on their birthday because it's their birthday, but you already got a deposit, you already ready to go. How do you navigate something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the type of things that I know we deal with all the time.
I'm gonna have to buy
We gonna have
vicious
to
ass birthday gift.
If not the vicious gift, you better celebrate the day before. I'm sure.
Vicious gift.
I'm
Hit
gonna be
this.
excited about the day before.
Yeah.
I can't come.
I think what's important in relationships is that when you get to know someone, it's not just knowing about like their family and their likes or whatever. I think you also need to get to know about their profession. Meaning
Absolutely.
that you have to show some interest in it. You know what I'm saying? And they have to show some interest in yours. Like, even if it's boring, if you do real estate, you know what I'm saying? That could be boring to somebody, but I still need to know like the language to be able to have a conversation with you and to keep your attention, you know what I'm saying, throughout that. So,
or not even the language for real, just so that you know the schedule and what is recommended of me, what is, you know, what people need from me, because this is what I was doing before you. You know what I'm saying? And this is what.
But like you just said, you gotta communicate.
Yeah.
Like, I'm using an example. I don't know if people seen The Best Man final chapter.
Oh God, I've watched it 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, she did.
Going
Every
through
episode,
Sanan Lathan and Tay Diggs' character.
Woo.
Yeah.
There wasn't
communication
like
for real.
communication that's let it know like this ain't it.
Yeah.
And they
Grew apart.
They definitely did.
And that's what's happening. People just fail to
Yo, can we
communicate.
talk about that real quick since you brought that
communication
up?
is everything.
Let's talk about that real quick. Let me tell you something.
This is about to be a whole
that
nother
Tay
show.
Diggs, I'm not even gonna call him Tay Diggs. That Harper,
Come on, Harper.
and oh God,
You don't even remember her name.
Lord Jesus.
That's why I just
Let's
said
call
their
her
names too, because I
Tamika.
forgot
No, what is
the.
her name?
let's call it Tamika.
King,
Let's
do
just
you
make up a
remember?
name.
What is her name?
Don't get me to start.
Investment.
Just make up the names.
Oh God.
Ralph and Melissa.
Yes.
No, it was.
I like that. Little Ralphie.
Ralph and Melissa. Let's
Damn,
go with
don't
Ralph and
nobody
Melissa.
in the studio know it was Harper and
It don't matter. Say your point.
And his ex-wife.
Damn, I can't remember.
That's a good one.
This is fucked up because I can't believe I can't
But
remember.
go ahead.
Okay, so for years, what I'll say, and this happens a lot, for years, she supported him.
Yep.
She gave up everything for him. She did everything. You know what she made a mistake at?
Giving up on herself.
But you know what she made the biggest mistake is that she did not communicate that she was losing her fucking self.
Facts.
She did not communicate those things. She allowed that resentment towards him to build up. And then she decided, I'm taking my life back without him even knowing that she was falling.
Now that I'm only not taking it, I'm moving.
Yeah, but
to Africa.
To Africa.
Also, that nigga was a selfish ass nigga too. He was selfish as shit.
Okay.
Harper was selfish as fuck. He was a fucking selfish ass nigga. I ain't even gonna play. When that Robin, thank you. Robin it was Harper and Robin. So the moment that Robin, when she called him and said she found a building, that nigga did not take her serious at all. She was very excited. You know why he didn't take her serious?
I was heartbroken for
because
that.
she has never communicated to him her hopes and her dreams. She only she'll say something, right? Robin will say something.
And she's allowed the selfishness, so he didn't think he was being selfish.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So is he really being...
Yes, he is.
He's used to always... If he's used to it always boiling down to she's going to give in and just do that, that's what he used to him.
I'm sick of Harper shit. Let me tell you something. I have watched.
I think that it's a good evaluation. But I think that
he about to be for the men.
No, it's not. It's not that. I just think that when we speak of these type of situations, we have to put accountability on everyone. You know what I'm saying? So her allowing her not voicing her opinion.
She lost her voice.
Yeah, her losing her. Well,
she
her not even.
We
don't even know she had it.
If you watched their story, did she ever have one?
She did not.
Okay,
because how her whole intro with him.
Yeah, with Jordan. Yeah, she never really said nothing.
And so we have
she did say something, but she didn't really say how she felt. She just said it in a way.
She came into it differently. She came into it as I'm winning, I'm getting the ring.
Yeah,
I won.
Yeah. We have to hold her accountable for being silent, and we have to hold him accountable for not listening hard.
Oh yeah, let's take it back. She should never said yes.
You know what? Yes. But I also believe that what happened was, and this happens with a lot of women, and it's unfortunate, we allow our insecurities to steer us down the other side, the other fork in the road. So we get to a fork in the road, right? And God's saying, go right. Go right. I'm telling you, go right. And then our flesh say, no, you better go left. If you go left, you're going to show these niggas who you really are, right? And the left really don't even really mean anything. There's no impact in the left. But the impact is what God's saying go, right? But she felt like because of what she was introduced to and how she came in, she had to go left.
So like when we talk about these things, and I definitely understand the woman's voice and how she feels, right? But when you talk about like insecurities, his insecurities made him go the way that he went.
Exactly. So they both was on the wrong path.
Right, exactly. I'm just trying to point out that, his insecurities made him be a workhorse, made him be the type that feel like he the only way that he could support his wife was to take care of his family and do all of these different things financially and not mentally and physically. So I'm just saying that all of that needs to be placed on the table and talked about. Period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's all I say.
Yeah. Y'all, I can't believe that we are coming to an end of this episode. I feel like we got to do a part 2 with everybody.
I feel like
I know, like everybody feels like that.
I got so much to say.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
No, we got to ask the fun questions. All right, so let's do the fun questions.
Okay.
These questions have absolutely nothing. Don't see. This is what I'm saying. You've been doing so good, and then you want to do the bullshit.
I just said it because I ain't done it in a minute. So
just relax.
All right, I'm chilling.
Okay, so these questions have absolutely nothing to do with nothing. But we want y'all answers. So this is our fun question segment.
Let's go.
Okay. If bald people work in a restaurant, do they still need to wear a hairnet?
That's a great question.
Yeah, because them scalps be flaking.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to say them follicles, yeah.
Hold up, bald people be having dandruff?
Head and
Siberian dermatitis. Siberian dermatitis.
Okay.
I don't know that word, but
so next question. Why is it called beauty sleep even though you wake up looking like a hot mess?
Baby,
ugly
I
sleep.
look just like a grizzly. I don't know why you do that.
Prince, why you think that? What do you think, Prince?
That's a great question.
So we gonna have bags under our eyes?
Yeah, it's probably the restorative beauty.
Yeah, it's the restorative beauty. I feel like that.
What Prince got to say? Prince
the bounce back.
But it don't work all the time.
Maybe it's for your organ restoration.
You're the beauty
the
inside.
inner beauty.
All right, so we got 3 more. All right, y'all. Seriously, because I know the answer to this one.
Okay.
How many pennies do you think will fit into this room?
Shit.
In this
I know
room?
the answer.
This like
I know the answer.
5 billion?
How many?
In this
It's gotta
room?
be
In
billions.
this room,
It
just
gotta be
right here where we are, not all the way in the back,
girl,
but right
I'm
here.
looking at the roof and everything.
Yeah, but all
Say that
this,
again.
all
Say that
this.
again, because this is a
How
trick
many
question.
pennies do you think will fit in this room?
Damn, and like going all the way to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Don't ask a question after the question. Just answer it.
I know a big girl named Penny, so I'm gonna say.
Penny. One penny.
I would say 35 of her.
I agree with you.
Brooke said she agreed.
Penny a big bitch,
Yeah.
but you know, she can stack about 35 of
About
them.
35 pennies up in here.
What you
About
think,
35.
Prince? You going with them? Look, Prince still trying to look at the square footage.
He doing the math. He doing the
Go
math.
to the denominator.
'Cause that's a lot of fucking
That's
pennies.
a lot of pennies. That's a
In
lot
this
of pennies.
room right
In this
here?
room, that's a lot of
Yeah,
pennies.
You gotta be in the trillion at that point.
Yeah, something.
You gotta
But
be
Penny
high to
is a
figure
big
this shit
bitch.
out.
It's only one. One penny can fit in this room. One penny. Y'all did only look at your face.
What the hell you mean one?
What you mean
I'm
one?
lying. I'm just fucking with y'all.
I'm about to say,
Right
damn.
or wrong answer. All right, so two more real quick. Two more because we run out of time.
All
Do
right.
you think if anything is listen,
Okay.
do you think if anything is possible, it's still possible for anything to be impossible?
Damn.
Say that again.
I knew Brooke was going to say
Run
that.
that back, sir, bud.
Okay, come on. Brooke. Listen,
That was
Brooke,
tight,
listen,
though.
Brooke.
My brain just saying.
Yeah.
Look,
Fucking
that's what I'm
with
saying.
us. Fucking with us before we get all twisted and shit.
All right. Do you think if anything is possible, it's still possible for anything to be impossible?
Yes.
Hell no.
You don't even know. You
I
just
I
saying
I
said
say
no.
yes because
If anything-
you can keep trying because you think it's possible, but when you realize my fat ass cannot work out 5 times a day and think I'm going to eat cheeseburgers and lose 50 pounds, bitch, this is impossible. You better go get your another smoothie.
Good
That one you gotta get real
Yeah.
deep with it.
Yeah,
'cause-
that was a weak
All right, so this
question.
the
That
last
was
one.
a high
This the
question
last
right
one,
there.
y'all.
All right.
This is very simple.
Okay.
Okay.
Why is sandwich meat round when the bread is square?
Because the fucking people because the people that make the sandwich meat is cheap as hell.
They should have just gave us hamburger buns and made them thinner.
Exactly.
And that would have been better.
Or made them square. Why you can't cut
The
them
real
square?
question is why is the lunch meat taxing like this?
Yeah.
I can't even eat fries.
Even Lido. I'm like, Lido is even like tax. I said, at this point, we're about to save a lot. I'm like, where y'all at?
Oh my God, what happened to Save a Lot? Where they at?
They gone.
They
Price, it's called Prices Up now.
Prices up.
Y'all, this has been an incredible episode. Friends Who Smash Podcast, thank you so much. Media Prince. Prince, tell people what you got going on and how they can follow you.
The brother got a lot going on, but just follow me so you can catch up at The Media Prince. That's TheMediaPrince.
That part.
That
Man,
Brooke.
It's me, Good Look Brooke, because it's good, so it's G-U-D, not G-O-O-D, okay? It's G-U-D, Look Brooke. You can find me there. Follow me. I'll try to follow back.
She lying.
She lying like shit. She's not going to
She's
follow
not
y'all
gonna
back,
follow you
okay?
I love my people.
DM
gonna
her.
follow her
Let her
back.
know who you
Love
are.
my people. Don't let
I
them
don't
do
know if
that.
Brooke going to
She
follow
not
you back.
following you back. Don't
And I'm
believe
coming
that
to the
shit.
event.
You can go to her account. She got like 25,000 followers.
She's following
and
too.
Yes, she's following Media Prince and her
Friends
son.
Who-
And her son.
Definitely
And
play.
she made the page for her son. She don't even control it.
They doing me dirty over here, y'all.
Y'all, thank y'all so much for your time. You know,
Yes.
Black and I value time, so we thank y'all so much for your time. Thank
Definitely.
you for the drive. I know this is a long drive. We appreciate y'all so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to everybody that has been listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, share to Friends Who Smash YouTube,
Yes.
our Instagram, Friends Who Smash Podcast on Instagram.
TikTok. We gonna do some. We gonna start getting on
He
TikTok a
gonna do
little
some
bit
TikToks. I'm not committing to that.
She lying.
too. You gonna do these TikToks? You do these TikToks.
Anime?
You gonna give me 2 hours a day, and that's that.
I ain't fucking with with the Jamie looking like. So listen, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you are following us on Instagram at Friends Who Smash Podcast. We have so many new things on our website, friendswhosmash.com. So many different events that we have coming up. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Yep. We thank you so much. Shout out to Vic and Tinsley for opening their doors and creating a space for us to be dream incubators, in the words of my friend Angel at the Spice Suite. We love you so much. We thank you so much for the opportunities. We thank you for the level up, and we thank you for the growth. Baby, I thank you so much for your time. I thank you for your knowledge. I thank you for your presence. I love you so much.
Thank you for this jump. Thank you for my jump.
Yes.
Yeah,
make sure you are being kind to yourself and kind to everybody else. I love you so much.
I love you too, baby.
Peace.
Cause I love